Welcome back, children. Today, we are going to start with a new chapter of history, chapter 2, from hunting gathering to growing food. This chapter describes the journey of the early humans from hunter-gatherer to farmer and herders. What is the objective of learning this chapter? To know the life of hunter and gatherers, or we can also say that how hunter and gatherers turn into farmers and herders. What are we going to learn in this part of the chapter? We will be learning about the three important stone ages, uses of stone tools to early humans, and how the change in the environment brought the change in the life of the early humans. The early humans were called hunter and gatherers as they did not know how to produce their own food. They used to roam in search of food or hunt animals and therefore also known as food gatherers and hunters. Hunter-gatherers were also known as skilled hunter and gatherers as they possessed certain qualities that made them unique. They were strong, ran faster than animals, and moved in groups for hunting. They were alert, had presence of mind, and aware which part of the plant to be eaten and which part is poisonous. Early humans were also known as nomads. Now, who are nomads? Nomads are the people who move from one place to another. Early humans were always on move. Why? If eaten up all the resources to find the new resources, to follow the movement of animals, moved season to season to find different kinds of plant, in search of water in dry season, and escape the natural disasters. The period during which early humans used stone tools was known as Stone Age. The stone was useful to early humans as it was easily available and was quite strong. Basically, it was used for three important functions: to cut, to scrape, and to chop. It was used to cut meat and bone, scrape bark of trees and skin of animals, chop fruits and roots, and also to make hut and tools by cutting the wood. The Stone Age was divided into three ages: Paleolithic, Mesolithic, and Neolithic. If you see, the word lithic is a common word which in Latin means stone. Now we will describe each stone age in detail. The first one is the Paleolithic age. Here the word paleo means old and stone means age. Thus the old stone age is known as the Paleolithic age. It was the longest stone age of prehistoric time. It started around 2 million years ago and lasted till 10,000 BCE. Important characteristic of this age was the use of the blunt stone tools, discovery of fire, and complete dependence on nature, and early humans lived in caves. The second stage is the Mesolithic age. Meso means middle and lithic again means stone. So the Mesolithic age is also known as the Middle Stone Age. It was the shortest stone age. It was the stage where the gradual shift from the gathering to hunting economy to food producing one. Domestication of animals is one of the important features of Mesolithic age. Stone tools became smaller and were known as microliths. The last stone age is known as the Neolithic age. Here the word neo means new and lithic again means stone. So the new stone age is also known as the Neolithic age, which lasted from 8000 BCE to 4000 BCE. This is very important stone age as early humans started living a settled life and became producers. We will be studying about the Neolithic age in the next part of the chapter. This is the mind map being drawn for your convenience so that you can at a glance understand the Paleolithic, Mesolithic and the Neolithic age along with their names, the time period and the features. Now, the question arises, where does the early humans lived? Basically, they lived near the source of water and stones. These places were known as the sites. Sites were of two types, factory site and habitation site. Now, what is a factory site? The place where good quality stones were available to make tools. And habitation site, the place where the early humans lived. Now, Both the sites can also be combined together, and they were known as the factory cum habitation site. Means the places where the early humans got the stones to make tools, and they lived for a longer spell of time. Now it is very important to understand here, children. During that, as I told you in the previous part, the caves played a very important role in the life of the early humans. So these were the places that were used by the early humans to live. Now these were also known as the rock shelters. So these rock shelters are very, very close to the Narmada Valley. And where they were found in the Vindhyas and the Deccan Plateau. So when we will be talking about Bhimbetka, do you see here the Bhimbetka? We'll be learning about it in the next part of this video. Now, the change in the environment. It is very important to understand, children, as the climate started changing, it led to the development of grassland, right? Which further led to the development of the grass-eating animals. Now, which were those grass-eating animals now? Right? These were the deer, antelope, goat, sheep, and cattle. And further, it also led to the growth of the grain-bearing plants. Which grain-bearing plants, children? It's wheat, barley, and rice. And you know that you have learned about this in the first chapter also. This is how the development of the early humans from hunter-gatherer to farmer took place. Now, children, in this chapter, 3 important Paleolithic sites have been described. That is, the first one is the Bhimbetka. Bhimbetka is famous for its cave painting, and it is one of the UNESCO's World Heritage Site. The ashes of fire have been found in the Kurnool caves. Whereas the Hunsgi is considered as factory cum habitation site where large number of tools used for all sort of activities were found. Now this is the map which is showing these 3 important sites. If you could just make out, Bhimbetka is situated in Madhya Pradesh on river Narmada, and Hunsgi and Kurnool caves are situated in Karnataka on river Krishna. These are the few questions. So you need to solve these questions in your practice notebook after reading this first part of the chapter and watching the video. Have a great day, children. Thank you.